In a time where distractions are everywhere and discipline seems harder than ever, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers a powerful roadmap to mastering yourself. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, didn't just talk about self-control, they lived it, embodied it, and passed it down through timeless principles. This video isn't just about philosophy, it's about transformation. It's a call to action, to rise above impulses, to silence the noise, and to build a life guided by purpose, clarity, and inner strength. These 10 Stoic lessons will help you forge the discipline needed to take control of your life, no matter how chaotic the world becomes. If you're ready to become unshakable, let's begin. Lesson 1. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. In a world overflowing with chaos, unpredictability, and noise, the Stoics taught one of the most liberating concepts ever devised by human reason: the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, said it plainly: some things are up to us, and some things are not. Modern life bombards us with things that appear urgent: news, opinions, expectations, social media storms. But few of these are actually within our control. The Stoics' first step toward mastering self-discipline is understanding this simple truth. We should focus our energy only on what lies within our power: our thoughts, our actions, our choices. When you learn to identify what you can control, your mental clarity sharpens, anxiety fades. You stop wasting energy fighting things you can't influence. Instead of getting angry at traffic, the weather, or other people's opinions, you focus inward. How will I respond? What can I do now? This mental shift is the foundation of Stoic discipline. It empowers you to act with purpose, not emotion. Every time you face difficulty, pause and ask, is this within my control? If it is, act with courage. If it isn't, let it go. That's not weakness. It's supreme strength. Discipline begins where distraction ends, and distraction ends when you focus only on what you can change. Lesson 2. Train your mind like a soldier. Trains his body. The Stoics believe that the mind, like the body, must be trained daily to become strong. Just as a soldier doesn't become battle-ready by accident, neither does a disciplined mind form overnight. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote in his private journal, "You must build up your life action by action and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible." This means discipline is a process, a habit that must be cultivated with intention. The Stoics practiced daily journaling, reflection, and philosophical reading as mental exercises. They rehearsed adversity in their minds to prepare for it in real life. If you want self-discipline, you must approach it like a warrior prepares for war. Every morning, set your intentions. Every night, review your actions. Ask, did I live up to my principles today? Where did I fall short? How can I improve tomorrow? This practice of daily training builds self-awareness, and self-awareness is the gatekeeper of discipline. You cannot master what you don't observe. Just as a weak body can be made strong with consistent effort, an undisciplined mind can become a fortress. Start small, start daily, make discipline a ritual. Lesson 3. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Seneca once advised, set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself all the while, is this the condition I feared? Voluntary discomfort is a Stoic practice that sharpens resilience and discipline. In a world obsessed with comfort and ease, deliberately choosing discomfort may seem strange, but it's one of the fastest ways to train your will. Why? Because it forces you to confront your fears. It reminds you that you are stronger than your desires. It reconditions your brain to accept pain, hunger, cold, or fatigue without panic. By occasionally fasting, sleeping on the floor, or walking instead of driving, you develop inner toughness. You tell your subconscious, I can endure hardship. I'm not ruled by cravings. I control my body, not the other way around. Modern discipline is often broken by convenience. The Stoic chooses the hard road on purpose. not because it's heroic, but because it's necessary. Strength doesn't come from comfort, it comes from struggle. Lesson 4. Focus on virtue, not results. A Stoicism teaches that external success is beyond our control, but personal virtue is always within reach. That means true discipline is not about outcomes, it's about integrity. Imagine training hard for a competition and losing. A person obsessed with results might quit, but a Stoic focuses on the effort, the honesty, the courage it took to prepare. That's virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter." That's the Stoic creed. Discipline grounded in virtue doesn't waver with success or failure. It holds steady. When your actions are driven by values, not rewards, you become unstoppable. You stop negotiating with your goals based on how you feel or how things turn out. You stay the course because you've chosen the right path, not because you expect a prize. Virtue is the inner compass. Discipline is the act of following it no matter what storms may rage. Lesson 5. Use negative visualization to build strength. Most people avoid thinking about bad things happening. Stoics do the opposite. They practice premeditatio malorum, imagining misfortunes in advance. Why? Because it reduces fear. It builds preparedness. It fosters appreciation. If you imagine losing your job, you won't take it for granted. If you think about the death of a loved one, you'll cherish their presence. If you prepare for rejection, you won't crumble when it comes. Negative visualization builds emotional strength. It makes you resilient, ready, grounded. You begin to understand that life owes you nothing, and that makes every day a gift. Discipline isn't just about doing hard things. It's about being emotionally ready for anything. When you visualize setbacks, you pre-train your mind to endure them. You don't hope for disaster, but you're never shocked by it. Lesson 6. Choose action over emotion. Emotions are powerful. They can fuel us or destroy us. The Stoics didn't seek to erase emotion. They sought to master it. Discipline means acting according to principle, not mood. It means doing what's right even when you don't feel like it. Epictetus taught that we are not disturbed by events, but by our opinions of them. When something difficult happens, a Stoic asks, "What can I do right now that aligns with my values?" Not, "How do I feel about this?" Discipline is action-based. It's about what you do, not what you feel. Emotions may whisper fear, doubt, or anger, but you don't obey them. You listen, then decide. The disciplined mind pauses before reacting. It chooses a response aligned with reason. This is true strength, not the absence of emotion, but the supremacy of will. Lesson 7. Live as if you were already dead. It may sound grim, but the Stoics often meditated on death, not to depress themselves, but to awaken themselves. Memento mori, remember you must die, was a daily reminder to live with urgency, clarity, and gratitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Discipline blossoms when time becomes precious. When you realize that every moment might be your last, procrastination dies. Trivial complaints vanish. The only thing that matters is whether you're living with integrity, purpose, and courage. Live as if time were short, because it is. Use your minutes well. Spend your energy on what matters. That's real discipline. Choosing significance over distraction every single day. Lesson 8. Practice poverty to overcome fear. Fear of loss controls many people. Fear of poverty, fear of failure, fear of being uncomfortable. Seneca recommended periodically living like a poor man, eating simply, wearing rough clothes, sleeping without luxury, to confront and dissolve that fear. Once you've experienced the worst, it no longer terrifies you. You become free. You realize that your happiness isn't tied to wealth or comfort. It's tied to your mindset. Discipline requires that you unshackle yourself from fear. You can't be ruled by, "What if I lose everything?" if you've already tasted loss and survived. The Stoic practices poverty not as punishment, but as liberation. It teaches that the disciplined life is the rich life because it's not ruled by fear. Lesson 9. Be ruthless with your time. Time is our most precious resource, and the one we waste most easily. The Stoics saw time as sacred. Seneca wrote, "People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful." Every moment spent in distraction is a moment stolen from your purpose. Every hour lost to procrastination is an hour you can never reclaim. The disciplined person guards their time like treasure. They say no to what doesn't matter. They schedule their days with intention. They prioritize their values, not their urges. Discipline isn't just about doing hard things. It's about doing the right things, consistently. And that starts with managing your time like a Stoic, fiercely, wisely, and purposefully. Lesson 10. Be a rock in the storm. Life is chaos. Storms come. Financial crashes, illness, betrayal, failure. The question isn't if they will come. It's how you'll stand when they do. The Stoic answer? Be a rock. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The disciplined person doesn't panic in crisis. They respond with clarity, calm, and courage. This doesn't mean suppressing emotion. It means not being ruled by it. It means anchoring yourself in reason, in virtue, in what you can control. When others scream, you stay silent. When others run, you step forward. When others collapse, you rise. Discipline is your anchor. Stoicism is your compass. Be the calm in the chaos, the unmoved mover, the one who brings order to the storm. That's what it means to live like a Stoic.